Hello everybody, and well, look at this main menu screen. Look at all these buttons, which I'll explain in part 3 where they become gameplay relevant. This is SMOD Redux version 8. SMOD was one of my favourite Half-Life 2 mods. It's really fun. It's not an incredibly large overhaul, it just adds a bunch of stuff to the game. It's a silly mod, over the top and everything, and after I finished Black Mesa I did want to continue on to Half-Life 2's story, which makes perfect sense considering Black Mesa doesn't even actually have the ending of Half-Life in it yet. But let's just say, for the sake of that Gordon jumped in the teleporter and bang, he's right in Half-Life 2. Now, SMOD Redux version 8 is actually not the original SMOD, it's a takeoff of it. The original SMOD is a bit old and outdated. I tried using it recently and it ran like base Half-Life 2, it was really weird, so I'm using this, which is a perfectly fine version of it. SMOD has many offshoots. SMOD is basically a kind of I'm not too knowledgeable about it, but it's basically a way of... It adds some flexibility to modding Half-Life 2 while at the same time being kind of simple, which has led to a couple of offshoots, which I'll get into later. But for now, we're going to start the game. And that sounded really awkward.
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine. Not that I wish to imply you have been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a rest, and all the effort in the world would have gone to waste until... well, let's just say your hour has come again. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. So wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes.
I didn't see you get on. This is my third transfer this year.
So, what we have here, this is the train station of City 17, where Gordon has just been dropped in. Gordon's been dropped into with no knowledge about what he's doing, but he doesn't talk anyway, but I'm guessing he's reacting pretty well to the situation. We've lost our suit, but... oh.
End of the line.
We've lost our suit, but we can click E on people to make them talk.
No matter how many times I've been relocated, I never get used to it.
And these are city scanners, which very lovingly take pictures of you. Oh, I say lovingly, it's more like keeping a database of everyone so they can punish you if need be. Also, I haven't found where that death comes from, but the differences of SMOD aren't so readily apparent in this chapter. I mean, there is a difference, which I'll get to. And this is a Metro Cop, the lowliest grunt of the Combine. They're kind of pricks. Like pressing E, which is just kind of talk to them or make them attack the air, which I guess they hate too. But you can throw stuff at them to make them hit you. So yeah, they're kind of arseholes. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just mucking about with the Havoc physics engine. Physics of this game were kind of something that was quite liked way back when. Also, these are Vortigons, enemies in Half-Life 1. But we freed them from the Nihilanth, and then these guys came along, and their freedom didn't last too long. Considering we didn't actually fight the Nihilanth, because Black Mesa, Space Moses just fucking freed them. Those are called Breencasts, by the way. They're on a loop. There's 2 in this chapter. I am running the captions in this game, source engine closed captions, which can be a little bit cluttered.
Don't drink the water. They put something in it to make you forget. I don't even remember how I got here.
So this chapter, point insertion... oh, his captions aren't even working anymore, he's that mad. It's pretty much a scene-setting chapter, just show you the state of humanity, the world as a whole. And City 17, as the name implies, well, it's the 17th city, I suppose, that the Combine have been working with. This isn't even connected to the wire.
I wouldn't say that too loud. This is his base of operations.
It's quite a dull base of operations. I would have picked something a bit more grand. My only real problem with the Combine takeover, the thing that offends me most, is just numbering the cities. That just reeks of lazy takeover. Like, oh, we're not going to bother you giving you unique city names. Just city 17. That's all you need. I just ran in here. Those guys were apprehensive to move on, not me, not Gordon, because I know that G-Man has arranged everything. Now, the reason Metro Cops are kind of dicks is because they actually have to be. They're contractually obliged to be arseholes. Look.
Standard relocation coupon just like everybody else.
He wasn't a genuine arsehole, he just needs to tick off a certain amount of beatings. That was a dick one, though.
I'm gonna need me some privacy for this.
About that beer I owed you. It's me, Gordon. Barney from Black Mesa. Hey, sorry for the scare. I had to put on a show for the cameras. I've been working undercover with civil protection. I can't take too long or they'll get suspicious. I'm way behind on my beating quota.
Yes, Barney, what is it? I'm in the middle of a critical test.
Sorry, Doc, but look who's here.
Great Scott! Gordon Freeman! I expected more warning.
Yeah, you and me both, Doc. He was about to board the express to Nova Prospect.
Well, Barney, what do you intend?
I'm thinking.
Alex is around here somewhere. She would have a better idea how to get him here.
Well, as long as he stays away from checkpoints, we should be okay. Listen, I gotta go, Doc. We're taking enough chances as it is.
Very well. And, Gordon, good to see you.
Okay, Gordon. You're gonna have to make your own way to Dr. Kleiner's lab. Oh, man, that's what I was afraid of. Get in here, Gordon, before you blow my cover.
Want to put your face mask back on first, mate? So, yeah.
Pile up some stuff to get through that window and keep going till you're in the plaza. I'll meet up with you later.
Essentially, for Gordon, there's been absolutely no passage of time whatsoever. Which is kind of dickish aside from anything else. Like, you know, just get to work saving the human race again. Well, not really. G-Man's intentions are a bit skewed. Doesn't really matter for now, though. So, thinking so far so regular, aside from one explosion of fleshy jib sounds. Well, there's going to be a bit coming up just at the other side of this loading screen, which should set the mood for SMOD. Okie doke, so let's just walk on up here. And sadly, we still can't pick this up. Isn't that a shame? So, what does SMOD do, aside from anything else? Ah, oh, damn it. What does SMOD do? Well, it adds a bunch of new weapons, abilities, items, and such to the game. So it will become readily apparent around Root Canal, or, you know, very late in Red Letter Day. As for this chapter, it's pretty much the same with that set piece added in just to set the tone. You see, SMOD doesn't actually stand for anything, the S in it. But it's it's commonly believed to the S that stands for Super. Because this mod just adds so much to Half-Life 2, which is obviously not lore-friendly. It's just ridiculously over the top and fun for that.
New in town, aren't you? You're scaring off the pigeons. I'd like to help you, but it's out of the question.
Now, all the civilians, male and female, have the same lines of dialogue, and they just kind of randomly wander about here, going in and out of those security checkpoints which we can't bypass. I mean, the moment we realise we're not from around here, you know, they're not going to be liking that. They don't like other people from other cities, let alone other, you know, periods of time. They hate that. It reminds the humans of better days before these people. Also, Gordon, like this, is absolutely, completely invincible. So getting the suit It's a bit of a mixed bag. I mean, sure, I can fight back, but I also can't take unlimited punishment, which Gordon's taking quite well and maybe enjoying. Who knows? This chapter does quite a nice job of just setting up how fucked humanity as a whole is. I mean, when you got stuff like that just wandering down the street and you know, didn't even bat an eye. And it's just like, yeah, casually accepting giant tripods. Looking right from War of the Worlds. I'll take that. And right over here... Oh. Hello. No, don't look. I mean, this is the idea of entertainment in this town, probably. There's not much else to do. No, I'm helping punish him. I've never seen the screen go blank for that long. I was helping punish him. If anything, I am pro-Combine movement. Also, we saw Dr. Breen there, who, you know, he got in charge of the Combine. Just looking out for his own... Just looking out for his own interests. These people, of course, I mean, they're so oppressed, they don't even mind the fact that I'm standing on their heads. They're just used to being this downtrodden. In this case, quite literally downtrodden. We'll move on, though. Over here, we have the best character in the game, but of course I have to get his friend out the way. Which is a very simple matter. Oh, over here you can hear children. Doesn't come up in the closed captions, though. So... deaf people just miss out on that. Get this guy out the way. Now, once they hit you, they calm down, so they slow down, but we're just going to need this guy running for the moment. Oh, he has a limit over here. Okay. Jump over here. And this is what I call the chill Combine. Because he's chill. He doesn't give a fuck. I could stack so much shit on him. I mean, this is why these two are paired up. They're basically a buddy cop movie. He's the high-strung, hard-working, out there every day cop. This guy's just like, yeah, civilians, citizens, refugees, pricks. Needs to be a spin-off of just those two. Also, physics. Shows how bad the upkeep is. I mean, I know there's a suppression field and no kids, but you can at least make it look like you care about your slave races, your vassals. Vassals? Puppet states? I'm not sure what this would be in the grand scheme of things. The Combine have a bit of an empire going on and we're just the latest subjects to them. They took over in the kind of British way of just turning up and saying, do you have a planetary flag? And we didn't. No planet flags. So they could just naturally have us, basically. So you've seen what it's like, the public transport is like under the Combine. Seems to be on time most of the, you know, seemingly anyway, but here's a bike. So cycling is not punishable by death, but then this is in a pretty rotten state and it seems pretty basic. We'll just leave that over here, along with this red box carton thingy, the jig. So, what's home like? Life under the Combine? Well, pretty damn awful, to be honest. Off licenses still operate.
Was that you knocking? I didn't even know we still had a door.
There's a moment of levity there.
Oh, I thought you were a cop.
He's one of us.
Look at him down there.
I told you they'd be coming for us next.
Just this once, I hope you're wrong.
Now, this is the same Breencast that was playing in the train station, the second terminal, second Breencast in the train station. This is what you can do with TVs.
Oh no, now we're really gonna get it.
They don't like it when you break the TVs, they fucking love their telly. I'm really bad at throwing stuff through windows. Oh yeah, and that's a Combine APC. Didn't even put a dent in it, so it's quite well designed. Oh, here it is. You lot nicked this from the playground. Well, I guess you could use it to brain a combine, or you would be able to if I didn't chuck it out the window, thus stopping you from using it. Also, once you walk over this... Oh, no wait, people I've missed.
What are we going to do?
You see these two in the episodes 1 and 2. I don't know if they live to see 3, but then who amongst us will? What the hell? Sturdy window. See, if you don't want to be depressed, you shouldn't watch that awful Breen show. Production values are awful. Did that land perfectly upright? Can't see. And once you walk over this line here...
Attention, residents. Miscount detected in your block.
Oh, it's not this line. I'm a bit ahead of myself. Ah, here it is. And Gordon was detected. I'm gonna note something in a minute if you just notice the slightly odd bit of jumping there. Just gotta outrun the cops in a moment. This man makes a noble sacrifice. You can wait here indefinitely. So long as you're in the room with him, he will not budge. But cheers for the sacrifice, mate. Really appreciate it. Okay, let's just walk up here. Combine going to be chasing us in a second, so... Okay, this is an older version of the Source engine where you could still jump and... I'm not sure why this was, but you could gain a pretty decent amount of momentum. I can't because I'm not that great at it, but you know. Also, there should be cops coming to shoot at us, but... So how am I going to do this? Let's play, playthrough, however you want to call it. I'm going to be mixing it up a bit. The first 4 videos are going to be me by myself playing it live. So fuck-ups, deaths will mostly be left in, just to show some of the changes in the mod that I feel when I'm playing live. And from then I'll mix it up and I'll probably do it post-commentary with other people, just bringing them in at random. Oh dear. Oh yeah, the invincibility just was switched off right now. It was inconvenient, to be honest.
No, you don't. Dr. Freeman, I presume. I better hurry. The Combine can be slow to wake, but once they're up, you don't want to get in their way.
This is Alex Vance, who will be a companion throughout the game.
Dr. Kleiner said you'd be coming this way. I don't think it occurred to him that you might not have a map.
We can, of course, just invalidate her saving us by doing that. Let's show something else off, actually. Let's not ignore it. Let's bring it up right now. We can press the 1 button to go into a third-person mode. It's not too useful. We can press 2 to vary it. Because I'm recording this part after 2 and 3 and 4, I make a note of that kind of wrongly, so this is all out of order. I just didn't like my first take of part 1.
I'm Alex Vance. My father worked with you back in Black Mesa. I'm sure you don't remember me, though. Man, a few words, aren't you?
So we were just saved by her propensity for standing around in abandoned buildings.
Remember him from Black Mesa? Your old administrator. Don't get my dad started on Dr. Breen.
This is an interesting thing over here, because with it, we can essentially bugger all physics sideways. Either that or Gordon is kicking off of it like a skateboard. I don't know. Let's make it lean. Oh. I'm basically doing a wheelie on this damn thing. Mucked it up. Well, anyway, I'll see you all in Red Letter Day.